Alright guys, we need to talk. I've been sharing my passion for programming for almost 2 years now, and it's definitely been a fun ride. However, throughout this time, I've been getting a lot of questions about programming. But I don't think that these questions are the right ones to ask. More specifically, people would ask me whether they should do a boot camp, self-teach, or go to school, how many languages they should learn to get hired, what should they study in order to get into company XYZ, which position would pay more, how to become a software engineer in X months, what projects they should work on, and so on. The reason why I don't think that these are the right questions is that people are learning to program just for the sake of learning how to program to get employed. There's totally nothing wrong with this goal, but you guys have to understand that programming is a tool that can be used to solve problems. And that is the skill that employers are looking for. And the better you are at solving problems, the higher you'll get paid. And the only way to get better at solving problems is to actually solve problems. The more problems you see, the more problems you do, the more experience you'll gain, and the better you'll be at it. For me personally, I got into programming because I wanted to learn how to build video games. And as a result, it pushed me to learn how to code outside of school. I started to learn different things to build my own games, and eventually I put this on my resume, which ultimately helped me land my first few internships. At the beginning of my journey, I actually didn't focus on getting a job. And because I was so focused on learning how to build video games, I was able to navigate this path on my own. If I didn't know how to do something, I would search online, and eventually I was able to solve my problem. So the main reason why I'm making this video is because I don't want you guys to be spending countless hours trying to learn how to code, endless nights of debugging, scratching your head because your code isn't working, just so that you can learn how to program for the sake of learning how to program. Instead of learning how to program, you guys should learn how to solve problems. Instead of learning a new programming language just for the sake of adding it on your resume, you should learn that programming language because it can help you solve a specific problem. For example, instead of learning Java just to put it on your resume, you should learn it because you want to build Android applications. And as a result, you can say that you know Java and you've also built Android applications. Instead of blindly doing LeetCode questions to prepare for interviews, you should do problems that focus on an area that you're not too familiar with. For example, if you're struggling with arrays, you should definitely do more problems related to arrays instead of spending your time doing problems on a topic that you're already familiar with. Don't automate things just for the sake of adding it to your resume. Automate things if it actually solves a problem in your life. And that is what will separate you from the crowd. Now you'll be building projects that actually solve real life problems that you encounter. And that way you can talk about it in a resume. And now for the moment of truth. Programming is actually very boring. I don't know why people try to glamorize it and make it sound like the best job ever, but in reality, all I do is stare at a screen all day, read code all day, write code all day, and literally there are days where I scratch my head because I don't know how to write a certain piece of code. And actually, to be honest, I actually don't spend that much time coding. Rather, I spend maybe 50% of my time researching and searching online for answers of how to solve a problem. So there you go, guys. If you want to be successful in this career, it's not about learning a specific language or building a specific project. It's more about if you can solve a problem. Because regardless of the language or what projects you've built before, you're always going to have to learn something new in order to solve the problem that is placed in front of you. So stop wanting to become a programmer. Let's all become problem solvers. Peace out.